Crystals, crystals, and crystals. How many crystals can you have in your box? I'm Chantal. I'm a Reiki master psychotherapist, Akashic Record here at Unfold Your Freedom. And I want to support you in either getting you started or restarted in choosing crystals. So this video is going to be about the 7 basic crystals for your sacred toolkit. Now this is just to get you started. So when you're listening and just start tuning in, because it's also about, and I'm going to do another video around this on the do's, don'ts, how to choose, charge and cleanse and all those sort of things, because it's also about working with your intuition. So what I'd like you to do as you're listening to this video and listening to the different ones I'm going to share with you, just get a sense of how does it make you feel. Do you go yes? Do you go not now? Do you get shivers up and down your spine? And a girl that recently I did a refresher workshop on, she salivates all over them. I really love that. Now you can, again, I'll do it in the next video, work out how do you want to choose them. But I started with this great book, The Crystal Bible. However, what I found was there was so much information in there, it actually put me off. I was so overwhelmed, I didn't know where to start. Then I kept looking for more and more, so I bought Doreen Virtue's book, and then I got, I thought I'd have a little pocket guide. So, we can just keep going. Then I got one for the chakra clearings, because I'm going to be doing videos around chakras, because crystals are really beautiful for your everyday life and to enhance how you feel, to support how you feel, to also support you being through trauma, because that's been my experience. I found them really useful to support me, to protect me, to uplift me, to motivate me. Because when you are feeling down, when you are feeling stressed, depressed, anxious, you can often feel you close off. You don't feel motivated, you don't feel focused, you can't concentrate easily. So these are supporting you to feel vibrant and alive. So let's get started. Now they come in all sorts of different forms, and the first one I'm going to start is with the clear quartz. It's a master healer, and they come in wands. You can get them just as crystals. You can get them as towers. I'll be talking about selenite in a while, and I even have them as, I love this, as candle holders. Really, really beautiful. Then I also have my heart chakra, which I'll also be talking, my beautiful Kuan Yin. She's just gorgeous, and I just love what she represents. So let's get started. As I mentioned, we're going to start with the clear quartz, and that is actually for your crown chakra. What clear quartz actually helps you with, it absorbs, stores, releases, and regulates your energy. So if you're feeling all over the place, this is a great one to draw off negative energy, to bring you into balance. It neutralizes all background radiation. So I love having this around. My mobiles, including my selenite, which I'll come to a bit later on, and it just helps absorb them, and so it doesn't affect my body, because let's face it, we are all energy, and we're going to attract and repel energy. So this is another way of supporting you in that process. What it does, it also balances and revitalizes you on all levels, physical, mental, and emotional. I love it, and it's an energy amplifier. So even though you might not have one in front of you, just sit here quietly and just set your intention just to enjoy feeling it. What does it mean for you? Because it actually strengthens the power of the other stones as well. So often I have one near all my other stones as well. And what it does, it also creates a focus. It aids with concentration and memory. Because if you are going through something tough, you lose sight of that. You actually don't know how to concentrate anymore, be present, be there. So this is a great one to have, even if it's just holding in your hand. So just visualize yourself holding this in your hand right now. Just beautiful. Helps really balance you. Okay. The second one I'm going to share with you, and I just love rose quartz. Rose quartz has always been my favorite, and it's the love stone. It is for around the heart chakra. Now, I forgot to mention, but the clear quartz is actually the master healer, crown chakra. May have mentioned that, not sure. I get so excited that I get a little bit lost through this. So I actually need them to bring me, to keep me centered, because that's what I did before I came here. Started doing this. I got my throat chakra one, which is I use turquoise, just to help me ground me and express myself the way I'd love to, the way that you will enjoy hearing this. So I'd love to hear what you love and what crystals you are. You might like to subscribe to get more information around all this. But anyhow, that's again going off track. See, I need one to keep me concentrated and focused. There you go. Rose quartz is just beautiful. I just love, love, love her. And I always have my, as I said, Kuan Yin with me. As you can see, I've got my candle lit. It actually softens and releases emotions. It is so calming and forgiving. It's just one of those ones where you just go, ah, here I am, I'm safe and I'm here. It restores trust and harmony in relationships, but not only relationships with other people, but relationships with yourself. Because when you've gone through something, or you've had a childhood that's been tough, or someone's said something to you, what can happen is that you lose touch with yourself. You lose sight of how beautiful you are, how magical you are. You're very unforgiving of yourself. You become very hard on yourself. And this is where the heart chakra is really beautiful, to come back into a space of love, calm, forgiveness, peace, because it actually purifies. So if you have a heart, and again in the next video I'll show you, if you have a rose quartz, pop it down your front, put it down in your bra if you've got one, or a pocket, and what it does, it just sits near your heart. And it just opens your heart up. It's gentle. It is such a gentle, beautiful one. In fact, if you don't have a one of these quartzes around you now, wear the color. Wear the color, or just visualize. Start visualizing, bringing that color into you. Just get that feel for what it means. Actually, you can have bring up on Google or somewhere, print it out, and have an image of it right there. And then all you need to do is just draw it in. So this also supports you through grief and crises, because this is where grief sits, is in your heart chakra. And it supports you in that space when you're just in the depths of despair, you're not sure how you're going to get out there. This is one of the tools that will just hold you. So what I love doing is I just put them in my hand, creates focus, and all I do is I just sit, because it takes me from out there, the intensity of pain. You might be having tears flowing as you do this, when you're doing this. But it just helps you come back into here, just being present, It just helps you release. It helps you release from tension, stress, anger, jealousy, all these things that are part of the heart chakra that take you away from loving yourself. And it really does dispel negativity. Love, love, love. Remember the love stone. Okay, the next one that I really enjoy is the amethyst. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to lift this one up for you. Look at my big amethyst. I got this a while ago. A gentleman who'd been he was a scientist and a geologist, and he went all around Australia and he collected all these beautiful crystals. And he had died. So what he'd done, he'd actually bequeathed it to the crystal shop that I go to, and I received this beautiful one, and I love, love, love using it, because it is the peace stone. It is the protective stone, and you use it with your crown chakra and your upper chakras. And what it does, it actually guides you from psychic attacks. So just keep wearing that with you. Just ask yourself to be supported. I actually use Archangel Michael with this one, because that really gives me a sense of when I walk out that door, I'm protected. I use also Reiki symbols. So again, subscribe, because I'm going to be talking about Reiki as well. And I'll also show you in the next video how to, again, cleanse them with Reiki symbols if you actually are a Reiki 2 practitioner. So with this one, it is beautiful because it's calming, it is relaxing. See, I've got it around my neck now. I bought this from some Buddhist monks, Tibetan Buddhist monks, and I actually got them to bless it, which is really beautiful. My partner, I'm not sure if you can actually see that very clearly, he made them into, wears it as jewelry. Again, this comes in all sorts of forms, and I just love holding it. Calming, comforting, relaxing. And do you know what it does? It actually connects you to your intuition. It activates spiritual awareness. So if you're wanting to step into that realm, this is a great way of supporting you when you meditate. Just sit quietly. Again, you bring in the color purple, which also relates to the upper chakras. Hold one in your hand. So even just think now, visualize holding it into your hand. Just get that sense of just tuning in, taking yourself up into your crown chakra. It is such a wonderful meditation stone. And what it does, it also helps you cut through illusion, which is particularly your third eye as well. Because we often have stories that we believe, perceptions that we believe. This cuts to the chase. This takes you beyond to actually begin seeing who you are, connecting with your inner wisdom. Love that. Love that. And it harmonizes your body. And in fact, it purifies your aura. Because sometimes when you're out and about, it can be also positive energy, negative energy. You can come home feeling really frazzled, overwhelmed. This is just a beautiful way of just bringing you back, holding it. I often have a shower. to release with thanks. So always do things with thanks, with gratitude. Just brings you back into harmony. It's also the stone of the mind because it helps you bring calmness and clarity when you're feeling anxious and confused. It's great for when you're feeling overworked, overstressed, because again, brings you back into that sense of calm. What it also does is assist you with remembering, particularly if you want to remember anything in childhood, or like I've said before, I've gone through trauma. I had lost concentration. I'd lost part of my memory at that point in time, as in remembering things. I couldn't remain focused. And this was a beautiful one just to keep just bringing me back here, to slowly open me up again, to trusting that this part of me would come back into my life. Needless to say that it has. And, I've just gone. It also, that's what I was going to say, it really supports you with insomnia, nightmares, and also if you want to remember dreams. So I pop one under my pillow. So again, in the next video, do's and don'ts, I'll talk a little bit more about that. But I have one there, but it's really important to cleanse them first before you do anything like that, because you'll be also absorbing other people's energies. See, there's so much to learn and know. So what I'd suggest you do is even just go back over this video, because what will happen is you'll hear things you didn't hear first time around. Because I know I'm bombarding, even with just doing the 7 basic ones, with a lot of information. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about, oh my goodness, is, I haven't talked about crystal. Do you know, I think I shared with you my citrine one a little bit too early. Anyhow, here we are. So rewind, come back, present. Citrine is the merchant stone. This is the one that creates abundance and creates a sense of success and manifestation. Again, a beautiful one to hold in your hand. It's a powerful cleanse and regenerator. And this one relates to your solar plexus. So it's about yellow, about your self-esteem, enhancing that confidence, willpower, determination, all those good things. It's a happy stone. So if you're feeling downhearted and you're feeling, a bit distressed or sad, not that you want to actually deny that you're feeling that. This is just a beautiful way to be able to hold the space of being able to be there, but just get a sense also of joy, of happiness, of feeling alive. I often combine that with bergamot because I love that. It's just that lifts you up, and it's really, really beautiful. And it promotes motivation, because when you're feeling down, you can feel unmotivated. You can feel lethargic and heavy. This is a great one for motivation. It also attracts prosperity and success. So again, what we'll do, I'll be showing you how to set your intentions, how you can actually program one of your crystals. It can be for a period of time. You can keep programming in a different way, but you've always got to cleanse them first to support you. And it helps you with stimulating endurance. Because again, if you've been feeling a bit, heavy, I keep coming back to that. So I might stop talking. Well, I won't stop talking down, but that's what it's all about. This really helps you to get a sense of endurance, to be able to keep going. But at the same time, it's about supporting yourself, knowing when to keep going and knowing when to stop. And that's why I love this sacred toolkit with all different things in it, because it supports me in all sorts of different ways. But ultimately, it comes back to your trusting your inner sense and your body's wisdom to know what you need to do, when to stop, when to go, when to pause, and when to enjoy life, and get out there. What it also does, particularly if you're doing healing work, it helps you release what no longer serves you, because you don't often realize and understand how much you hold on to, how many stories, and what can be from past generations, past lives, all stored in this amazing body of ours. So it's learning how to release that. It's learning how to get that out of your body, to create the sense of self that you want to have, to be able to live the life that you want to have in your own way. And that's how I love supporting clients, because that's how I was supported, to get you to that point where you truly enjoy life and you can really let go of those feelings of not feeling enough, because that's what this one works with, and the solar plexus. And it helps you release your negative traits. It cleanses the chakras. Oh my God, I've got to read here because there's just so much goodness here. And as I said, supports with creativity and imagination. Again, allow that just to flow through you. Okay, now we're going to come to Smoky Quartz. Now, I actually didn't realize I only have a small Smoky Quartz. This is really useful. So you can't actually really see it, can you, here? But again, I just want you just to hear me and listen to me. And Smoky Quartz belongs to the root chakra. It is actually really good, a grounding stone. So if you're finding you're being a bit flighty, your head's really busy, you are struggling with too many thoughts, use this beautiful stone. Now, as my recent facilitator, chakra teacher reminded me, was we often go for the ones that are attractive. We often go for the ones that stand shiny, but also we can go for ones that are, this is a very powerful one. It's not a beautiful crystal as such to look at, but it's a beautiful crystal for to hold. And what you'll start doing is, as you start getting more familiar with crystals and that, when you walk into a shop, you will find you'll be drawn to one. And that you've got to listen to, let me tell you. So this one also helps you through your emotions. It's great for meditation and channeling, because what it does is grounds you. So when you're grounded, you can be more present, you can be here. It's another one that's great for alleviating stress and releasing what no longer serves you. Again, because also with your root chakra, that's all about tribe, loyalty, being grounded, feeling safe, feeling secure. And often when you don't feel any of that, you don't feel grounded. So help you let go of the past, because that's also where your past resides. All the history of your family, your relatives, everything else. You want to actually release that, to clear that out. So it's about letting go and surrendering to what is. Oh, just could keep going and going. It's stabilizing. And what it also does, it gently neutralizes negative vibrations and detoxifies you on all levels, body, mind, and soul. Oh, beautiful. It just softens negative energy. It is so calming. So again, just breathing all that in, this beautiful grounding stone. Just love it. Beautiful. Okay, so we're now coming to Selenite, the second last one. I have Selenite all over the place, because Selenite it actually works with, again, with your crown and upper chakras. But I also have it as a lamp, because it just throws off this beautiful, gentle energy. It protects you from negativity. It absorbs radiation. So in fact, I have one right near my laptop. We have one right near our Wi-Fi, because what that does is we don't actually absorb it. It actually absorbs all negative energy. It doesn't need cleansing, and it's just a beautiful one to have around you. And I have it as a wand with all the chakras on it. I just love it. Beautiful. And the other one, when I show you how to cleanse, here's a beautiful selenite one that you just pop your crystals on it, and it does all the cleansing for you. Isn't that just beautiful? So I have them all down here. You can see a lot of my crystals here, charging, cleansing, and I pick one up. I go intuition. What do I need today? Just breathe. Just calming. So I might just actually hold it right now, because it brings you a beautiful sense of peace. It's a soft one, so this is one that you wouldn't put in water, but again, talk about that later. It is another protective stone. As I said, it shields you from influence. It removes energy blockages from physical and your etheric world, okay? And it clears and activates your crown chakra, your higher chakras. So again, when you're just sitting quietly, just get a feel for it. Now, the other thing I've learned to do is do things without expectation, without outcome. Yes, you can set your attention. Yes, you can open yourself up to receiving, but also allow things to come in that are unexpected. And that's what I love when I work with, particularly with Reiki and working with the Akashic Records. I cover the seen, unseen, known and unknown, heard and unheard, because sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you don't know what's going to come up and heal. So I also work with that now, and just trust whatever meant to happen will happen. It actually connects you with the divine. It actually connects you with this outer world, with your guides, your guardians. Now, I do connect with mine. I have spiritual guides. Everyone's different around that. Some have specific ones. Some people can see that. I don't actually see them. I tend to feel them. I get messages. So always remember, there's no right or wrong. It's about finding your way. Yes, get information. Absolutely. That's really, really important. But at the same time, what you're going to start doing is start coming into your inner strength, your inner wisdom, because this is where it actually all lies, all within here. And what these crystals do is support you in that process, okay? So it actually grounds the white light into your body. So just sit here quietly now, just visualize this beautiful white light coming down around you. And what it does is just going to start cleansing your aura, clearing away negativity from all your chakras. Beautiful. Just get that sense of peace. As I said, soothing, it's calming, it instills tranquility and peace. Oh, love it, love it. Okay, we're now coming to the last one, tourmaline. Okay, tourmaline is, and again, I've only got one, a beautiful one. Just love, love, love this. This one is, again, it's grounding. So again, you can use this for your root chakra. It is also an energy protector, and it also, again, absorbs negativity. It's calming. So you'll see there's sometimes a thread through all of these. So again, that's why I say work with your intuition, because you might find you're more drawn to one than the other, but it still has similar properties or similar feelings. And it's also what it does for you. Again, it also keeps you, protects you from negative energy, and it helps you repel negative energy. So if you've got people around you or something happening in your life, just hold one. And if you haven't got one at hand, visualize bringing it in and go, just asking it to support you. And always end with gratitude. Always give thanks to how these crystals support you. It's really, really important to do that. You know, honor, respect, because what you're doing is starting to honor and respect yourself. It helps you diminish fear. And what that does, it encourages a positive attitude, a sense of happiness. You know, it just brings in that beautiful energy. It releases stress. And as I mentioned, when you don't feel grounded, what happens is you can feel lost, you can feel adrift, you feel unmotivated, unconnected. So this supports you with that. And as we said with some of the other ones, you can actually combine them too. You don't need to just do one. You can actually use different ones at the same time. But I would start with only one so you don't, again, get overwhelmed and confused and bomb out. You know, you can easily do that. So this is another one. If you are sensitive to the electromagnetic forces, that will support you with that. So again, I put one near my laptop. So again, laptops, what did I just say? Wi-Fi's, anything, TVs, anything like that. All right, so that's really good. And also what it does, so again with the grounding, it helps release you from detrimental patterns. So what it does, it clears them away to open you up to be able to replace them with positive ones. So when you clear something out of your body, out of your system, out of your mind, always remember there's going to be a time of pregnant pause or emptiness, but always remember to start filling it again with something new, because otherwise the old can come back in and then you actually haven't released it. So it's a process, and it takes time, okay? And therefore to help you to release old habits, because sometimes habits are so ingrained in us, from childhood, from school, from parents, from tribes, from all sorts of things. So it takes time to be able to release, you know, because you feel bound to family, you feel bound and tied to things that sometimes you just don't want to be there, because actually that doesn't suit you and who you are right now. And it helps you as a consummate to be consistent in your best game, to be upbeat. Now again, I want you to realize it's not going to keep you there all the time 100%, because that's not normal and not natural, but it just supports you up. And when you go down, it brings you back. And this beautiful flow happens in your life. It just creates harmony and supports you, okay? And it also, this one supports you in all that you want to achieve and all that you want to be. Lovely. So on that note, thank you for watching. Love to hear your comments. Subscribe so you can get the next video on the do's, don'ts, charges, how to charge them, and I'm going to do about chakras and all these things. So these are all these beautiful tools to support you, as I mentioned in the beginning, in your life and in your healing journey. And lastly, put in the comments what crystal appealed to you today, what didn't, what appealed, or what crystal that you just use in general. Namaste and thank you.